It's very humbling. Working on your house is very humbling.
Yes.
Yeah. So, how is? Do you have a name for your guitar yet?
I don't.
Okay.
It'll come.
It will come. You can't rush it.
That's what I'm thinking. Is at some point it'll occur to me, and then I'll go, "Oh, voice.
You'll be like, that's it. That's the name.
Yeah. Why haven't I thought of that before?"
Yeah. So how are things with guitar? What's new, man? What are you working on?
Um. So I've been doing the 12 bar blues bass line that you gave me,
Okay.
um, and then trying to, excuse me, the D chord has still been just inconsistent and not as quick. I
Mm-hmm.
don't have it down to just a one fluid movement.
Yeah.
It's still very much like 1, 2, 3, and then I get like a dead string.
Can you can you scoot it over just a little bit? I can't quite. There we go. Yeah. Eh. Okay. Yeah. There it is. Oh baby. Yeah. 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 Dee's a bitch, man. She's a bitch goddess. When you get her down though, dude, you're gonna be so happy because there's a thing that we call tweaking the D, where like when you get the D down, you can do stuff like this, and it's so cool, man.
I did you were you just lifting a finger off of that chord? What were you doing?
Yeah. Oh, let me show
Into the
you.
minor?
Let me show you. So it's like,
Your hand is, let me move my
oh,
there
okay. So that's the D, and then I put my pinky down on the E string on the third fret, and then back where it was, and then I lift up my second finger for the open E, and then back down. So, oh, so what you're doing is, those are the notes you're playing. That's it, yeah. Yeah, 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 that's it. Dude, you got it. Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of rattling.
It sounds good over here.
Cool.
Yeah. And that's like in every REM song. Like every REM song has a D chord in it, which is super cool, you know? And tweaking the D is something that everybody does, and now you're part of the club, you know? And
Cool.
your A and your E are good, right?
Uh, they're not as
That sounds great, man. That sounds awesome, man.
so the A and the E have been easier to get.
Man, I'm seeing progress. It's better than last week, definitely. Um, Man, before we look at the 12 bar blues, I want to show you something that I think you might like. You can play Happy Birthday with A, E, and D, and it's so easy. Okay? So I'm just going to play it really quick. What's cool about it is you only have to strum it one time and then you can change chords. So watch, let me just show you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Scotty. Happy birthday to you. And you have plenty of time to change. And you can sing it really slow, like Marilyn Monroe to President Kennedy, you know? And what's cool about it is, and maybe this will tie in with your voice lesson, but the starting pitch, happy, that's on the D string 2nd fret. That's it. So that's what you would start with, happy.
Happy.
And then the A chord. Birthday to.
Birthday to.
And then you go to E. You. Stay on E. Happy birthday. Back to A. To you. Stay on A. Happy birthday, dear. And then go to D. Fuck face. Back to A. Happy. Happy. And it's on birth. Happy birthday. And then E for 2. 2. Back to A for you. Oh yeah, yeah. Dude. Yeah, and what's cool about that is you know people who have birthdays.
What?
I know it. You do.
I'm not sure about that.
Dude, I have played Happy Birthday.
I'll have to ask people.
You should ask around, man, and you know you can trust but verify, right? Yeah, man, I've played that a million times, dude, and it's just and it's cool. It's chords you already know, and what I'll do after the lesson is I want to show you a way that we kind of notate guitar music, and it's something called a lead sheet.
Okay.
And what it is it's just the lyrics, and above the lyric is the chord on the syllable of the lyric. So happy on birth is going to be the A chord, and it's super intuitive, man. So I'll send you that, because that's also kind of a gateway. You know, when you look up songs, you look up your favorite songs, you see a lot of lead sheets online where the chord is just above it. And it's so cool, man. It's so intuitive. And
I've got one of those for Imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the song I'm working on with my vocal coach.
Nice, dude.
But I'm not, the sheet music that she sent me has that, has the chords. I just haven't yet started to play that. It's got a bunch of chords I don't know.
Yeah, you know, the bad thing about the Beatles and John Lennon and those guys is some of the chords are fucking hard, man.
Well, I mean, I've recently seen some stuff on the Beatles didn't know music.
What?
The Beatles, like, none of them were ever trained in music.
Oh, yeah. Well, and one of the reasons why
they did it by ear.
Yeah, one of the reasons why it's hard is because a lot of they wrote a lot of stuff on piano. And piano chords are easier than guitar chords. Like, you can play those weird jazz chords on piano, but with guitar it's always a weird contortion. And so, yeah, like but I mean, they were motherfuckers for sure, man.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Are you doing
They didn't know music. They didn't know music.
Are you doing it? Are you singing it in the original key? Just something like, imagine there's no heaven. Something right there.
Yeah, it's in the.
Imagine there's no heaven.
Below. It looks like it starts on like.
It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. I think that's probably right. I think it's from B to E. Yeah, man, what a great song to be working on.
The only, like, it gets up on the vocals, it gets up to a B and then to a D,
Mm-hmm.
and those are the highest notes in it, and then those are the ones I'm having the most.
So the imagine all the people
Yeah, the
living
people is
for
it,
today.
and then the
Yeah,
that's B.
that's awesome, dude.
Um,
So are you singing along to a recording? Is that what you're doing?
uh, she sent me a piano backing track,
That's badass, dude.
and so I'm trying to match to what she's playing.
That's fantastic, man.
And I'm reading the music at the same time, so
Mhm.
I'm, I can see what the music's doing. But I could, like, if you said sing a B right now, I could.
Most people can't, you know. Yeah, that's like perfect pitch. If you could sing a B right now, almost no one can do it. Yeah, so don't worry. It's super rare. Um, that's cool. And of course, when you're ready, if you want, um, we could do a simplified arrangement of it on guitar when you feel if you want to do that, where you could accompany yourself. So
That does sound cool.
yeah, dude. I love to change up arrangements and make them fit, because one of the cool things about guitar is you don't have to play the full chord. You can just play parts of the chord and it still sounds great. And then once you get it down, then you can flesh it out or not, Because I think, one of the biggest rules in music, less is always more. And that's with everything. That's with strumming. That's with everything, dude. And the most famous songs are always the simple songs, man. Always. That's why, like, you never saw 50,000 people at a Primus concert because that shit was really complicated. It's a bunch of dudes jacking off, man.
It's not a lot of people at a private concert.
But not like Coldplay or the Beatles, you know what I mean?
No.
I mean, it's cool shit. I saw them live too, and it blew my mind. But it's
When they opened for Rush.
oh, and well, there's another example, Rush. I mean, they're one of the few bands that got super big with all that complex shit. But compared to other pop groups, there's some weird complexity threshold, and it's the reason why jazz isn't super popular too, because it's so complicated.
Yeah.
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 But we love it. So, man, let's see your blues, baby. Let me see your blues bag.
All right. Back to just my thumb.
Yeah. You practiced, man. You practiced.
I have been practicing that.
I can tell, man. That was fantastic, Scott. Really smooth, good transitions, good rhythm. Man, that was beautiful, dude. Really, really cool. And do you feel like you have it under your fingers, kind of?
I mean, I am still getting the occasional dead string or buzzing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not perfect, but I feel comfortable doing it. It's technique.
Yeah. Well, and the thing that I noticed, which I think is fantastic, and this is what I was hoping for, is you can feel the changes now, right? Do you know what I mean when I say that?
I'm not counting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like this is the eighth measure,
Right.
but it is still like I know the pattern,
Yeah.
and I am going on that. Not okay. So now it's like two more of these. Now it's the E, then
Mm-hmm.
down to the D, then the thing, and then now two more. So I'm still like, I still have the pattern in my head.
Yeah. There was one little hiccup. So you played one part just for one bar too long. So when you get to the last A, then you go. You just
Oh,
played
there's
an
only one of those, not
yeah,
two.
yeah, you just played an extra A, and it's not a big deal. And I think, were you able to play along with the MP3 that I sent you?
Uh, I haven't done that this past week.
Okay.
I think I did at first,
Okay.
but that's a good idea.
Yeah, because like I said, when you get to where you will get, there's kind of two schools of thought with music. One of them is your classical method where you always have the sheet music in front of you, and you're
Right.
playing what's on the page, and that's cool, but that's not really my bag. And I've met a lot of students who learned that way, and they can't play without music in front of them, or they think they can't. And I think it's much easier, in my experience, to teach you how to feel it first, because eventually what I want to show you is that you can write songs too. You can make up songs, that it's all inside of you, and and with this approach, there's nothing kind of in the way of that. It's like, give a child a crayon and they're going to draw something. It's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing. Not that you're a child at all. Sorry, maybe that's the wrong.
No,
You're a child of God.
we're all children.
Right, right, right. So, all right, man. So I think the next part is going to be, so now the chords that fit with that are the chords that you already know, right? So, A part is the A chord, and so on, right? So, now the strum that you do for it is super simple. And I have another question. Can you hear it in your head?
Can I hear?
Can you hear the blues part, the bass part in your head?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Okay, perfect. So what I'd like to see you do is I'm going to show you the strum pattern. It's super simple. And I'm going to kind of sing it and play it at the same time. And then I'm going to let you loose with it. So it'd be like, bum, 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 bum. That's it, bum, bum. And then, bum, so it's on the numbers, not on the ands. And you're welcome to just strum it and let it ring if you want. So that's kind of version 1. But then the other cool part about music is all about negative space too, right? So what you really want is this. But don't worry if you're not feeling that right away. All right, man. So can you do it can you
All
play
right.
it for me?
Let's see. Oh, it's gonna be A for quite a while, isn't it?
Yeah. That's it. Yes. Beautiful. Mm. Bum, 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 bum. And then you just for the bum bum bum, you just go bum bum bum.
Oh, for you keep on the A.
Yeah, yeah. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one of my favorite things to do in every band I've ever been in, and I'm sure you've seen it. When the song is over, like they'll draw it out like right, bum bum bum, and then this is one of my favorite parts about being a band leader. Like the band is watching you, and you go bum 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 bum. It's the best, man. People lose it when the band like stops together, you know?
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
time years ago, man, I saw, do you remember the band The Presidents of the United States of America?
Yeah, like the all bass band or the like 2-string bass.
Two-string bass, three-string guitar, something like that, a trio.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I saw them live and they were playing some jam, and then the singer goes, "Give it up one time, bam. Give it up 2 times, bam, bam." And then he goes, "Give it up 27 times, bam, 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 bam." And I counted it, man, and it was 27 times. Like, yeah, dude. So cool, man. They were a fucking great band.
You know, I never like listened to an album or anything like that, but the ones I remember hearing were good. Yeah.
Dude, they were so tight, and yeah, they were fantastic. I love those guys. Yeah. All right, man. So blues is looking good. Your chords are looking good. What else are you working on, or what do you think? Do you want something new, or I mean, I think Happy Birthday's kind of new, or
Happy Birthday's new.
okay.
I also, so let me. Messed it up.
It sounded good.
And then I don't know what comes after that.
Yeah, dude. It's nice, man. That sounds better too compared to last week.
And then there's another chord, but I don't know what's next.
Very cool. And man, back to like imperfections, don't worry about it, man, because you see it all the time in live recordings, people playing live. Nobody's perfect, and I hear buzzing I hear Clapton buzzing sometimes, dude. So it really doesn't matter, man. And it's one of those things, man. Years ago, Bruce Springsteen, I'm not really a fan. I think he sings terribly, but I respect his work ethic and all that, He's an amazing guy. He gave the keynote address at South by Southwest, and he was talking about the thing with rock and roll is like you have to do it right, but you also have to say fuck it. And there's a weird balance in there, man, and the main thing is the energy and the emotion. And so don't worry too much about and I think your brain is going to correct those little mistakes as you go. It's pretty normal. It's pretty natural, but you just want to feel it. You just want to have fun with it. Does that make any sense at all, man?
It does. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I've had that, when I used to play a lot of live shows, when I was younger, I was a real perfectionist, and I used to get so mad because the shows never sounded the way I wanted to. But you look at the audience and they're happy and they don't hear your mistakes, and they're like, dude, you need to chill the fuck out, man. So, yeah. And I'm wondering now that you're learning guitar, are you noticing more stuff when you watch other people play guitar? Is it kind of like,
I'm not necessarily noticing like their mistakes, but I am like
yeah,
looking what they're doing in a different way than
yeah,
than I
it's the
for
best,
sure.
man. It's the best. Oh, and hey, I want to see how is are you still doing spider fingers?
Uh, I have.
Mm-hmm. There you go, sweet spot.
I've been trying to like stretch and hold each finger down.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you can do that if you want, but you don't have to. Yeah, that looks good.
That one is not going to
Yeah,
go.
I would not honestly, man. I would not advise you to try to stretch it. Like
Oh no.
watch when I play. You just want it to kind of flow smoothly, and I'm not stretching. You know, you're just kind of crawling up the neck. And then eventually, what I will do with you is I want to teach you some scales in the future, especially because they're great for hand strength and dexterity and all that, and they're really good for your ear, and they're also fantastic to train your voice. So we're almost done. Let me just give you like a preview. So, and the major scale is the scale that we compare all the other scales to, and it's where all the numbers in music come from. It's from the major scale, and the version that I like to teach has a stretch in it. And so, for example, here's F major. So it's got that big stretch, right? It opens up your hand.
Okay.
And what's cool about it, man, is when I warm up vocals, I go like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. See, that's what's so great about learning guitar is you'll be able to warm up both things at the same time, man. And they reinforce each other really well, dude. So,
Cool.
yeah, man.
So I'm definitely interested in something to go with Imagine.
Okay, cool.
I would definitely like to start working on that.
Okay, if you could do something for me, can you find out either send me the music she sent you or tell me what key it's in, and
Okay.
I can work up something because there's a thing called power chords in guitar that are super cool. I don't expect you to know this now, but you can play a chord with just two notes, right? So for example, and the blues is sort of set you up for that. So like the E part of the blues, this, if you play those two together, that's a power chord. And what's cool, man, is you learn a shape and you can move it around. All those Nirvana songs, all those Ramones songs, they're all power chords, dude. And it's just two fingers, man. And so you could, like when I was fucking around, if this is the right, like, so I think, what was it? Imagine, yeah. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. Super simple, man. And you're getting the meat of it, All
Cool.
right. So sounds good?
Yeah, definitely.
Very cool, man. Yeah, so let me know what that is and I'll work something up for you. And we'll keep going, baby.
Cool.
Yeah, dude. Nice work. Nice work.
Thank you. And
My pleasure.
are we on for Thursday?
Yeah, you want to go back to just want to do Thursday 7:30?
Sure.
Yeah,
If that
man.
still works for you.
It works great for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Right on, man. Really nice work, dude.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good luck with your house, man. Keep it dry.
Thank you, man. I gotta say, I was connecting all the lines under the house today to the main, and I turned it on, and I just, it was glorious, dude. But I fixed it.
Well, that's the part, right?
Yeah, it's all baby steps, right?
It is.
Yes.
It is.
All right, man.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take care.
You too, buddy. Later.